Welcome to another Dogecoin update. I know I have not made an update about this coin in a very long time, but now that it's pumping, I think it's time to do it. So let me start on the 1 hour chart. I believe right now, similar to other altcoins, that Dogecoin is in a 1-2 setup and it's heading in a third wave move to the upside. Now let me talk about the first wave first. So in the first wave, we went up in an ABC structure and, we did not get 5 waves, which was not that, it's not that good, but not many altcoins got 5 waves anyways. So 3 waves are enough for the first wave. And then we went in the second wave, moved down, and we almost touched the 0.786 support level. As you can see, we have some kind of ABC structure here. So the second move looks complete. And as you can see, we already broke above the first wave high right here. So it is very likely that the move down is already done. Now, of course, we still need to get 5 waves to confirm that the move down is in. And right now, I believe we are in a third wave of these 5 waves. This to me looks like a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, and this forms a first wave move. Then in the first wave move down, I believe we went to the 50% extension. I don't have it on the chart, but you're gonna have to trust me on that. And right now, we are in a third wave move. And I already have a target zone for that third wave move. So we should get to the 2.272 extension in that third wave move. Now, of course, the minimum target is actually the 200% expansion, and that is at 12 cents, 12.7 cents. So you can expect resistance here, and maybe this is where the third wave will actually top. But we could see it go to the 2.272 extension at 13.3 cents. And then we will get a small fourth wave move down and a fifth wave move up, and this fifth wave move up will complete the third wave of the 1-2 setup that I talked about earlier. And to complete that third wave, we need these 5 waves, and we also need to get to 15 cents, because that is the 200% extension of the 1-2 setup. Then after the third wave, you can expect a fourth wave move down and then a fifth wave move up. And once we get these 5 waves, I will also be able to confirm that the main second wave move down right here is actually in. I will talk about this very soon, don't worry. So I don't know how high this fifth wave can go. It could go higher than the first wave high right here. I don't know if that's likely to happen though. We'll see. And once we get these 5 waves, that will complete a first wave move of a much larger third wave move to the upside. And of course, I will be able to give you a target zone for that third wave move as well, but only after we get 5 waves up. Now, there's something else that I want to mention. We are kind of overbought on the 4 hours, so maybe we'll only go to the 200% extension and then we will cool off, because as you can see, 4 hours overbought, 1 hour is overbought, and even the daily RSI is overbought, so we need to cool off. The last time we went overbought on the daily was pretty much right here, and this marked the top of the first wave move to the upside, so there is a chance that we get a sharp correction very soon. And to be honest with you, I cannot confirm that the correction will actually hold support levels. So there is a chance that we actually break below this low right here and get another low before we continuing the main third wave move. Now, I don't know how likely that is, because as you can see, we are currently above the bull market support band, so maybe we'll stay above it, but again, we only have a wick above it, so this is nothing too crazy, and we could always get rejected by it. As you can see, we got rejected by it right here, so, nothing is set in stone right now, and we could always break down and get another low, which would not be bearish because, we are not very close to the invalidation zone. The invalidation zone is at 4.9 cents. So we could theoretically get a few more lower lows and we would be fine. Now, I don't want to see more lower lows, but if it did happen, it would be okay as long as we stay above this level right here. If we get below 4.9 cents, then we'll turn bearish because the structure will get invalidated and I'm gonna have to pretty much rethink the entire Elliott wave count. Now, Dogecoin is still looking good. We have 5 waves up and, these 5 waves, they are not the best looking 5 waves. Maybe this is not the start of the first wave. This is way too impulsive in my opinion. maybe the first wave actually started right here, then this was the second, this was the third, this was the fourth, and this was the fifth right here. That would make more sense in my opinion. But then again, you never know. I mean, this could be a 1-2 setup, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We still have 5 waves up, so we are fine. And in the second wave move down, we have an ABC structure, and to me it looks complete. I mean, we went to the 0.786 support level. We even went a bit below it, so we should not really go lower than that in my opinion. But like I said, if we do, it's fine. Now, I'm still expecting a third wave move up, and I think that third wave move up will start very, very soon. And if you have not watched my previous videos, let me actually tell you why I believe we'll start a third wave soon. So if you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, I mean, Bitcoin dominance has been going up for the past 2 years. It never actually broke down. And if you look at what happened in the previous cycle, it did a similar thing. Of course, it did not go up in a straight line like it did in the previous cycle, but it still went up from about 35% to about 75%, 73%. But look at what happened when we got to the 0.618 level right here, which is the 0.618 level of this high and the market low right here, the bear market low. After we got to the 0.618 level, we had this huge dump on the Bitcoin dominance chart. And this is an altcoin season. So this is when the altcoin season happened in the previous cycle, and if you can remember, this is when most people actually got into crypto. So people got into crypto after Bitcoin dominance dropped about 46%. And why is that? Well, it's because, you know, altcoins were going up like crazy. I mean, there are some altcoins that did a 100x in the previous altcoin season. So of course, people wanted to invest in altcoins and not Bitcoin. And right now, I mean, everyone is focusing on Bitcoin because it's at almost all-time highs. It hit a new all-time high a couple of months ago. So, of course, everyone is focusing on it, but at some point, the focus will go away from the Bitcoin chart and it will go to the altcoins. And in my opinion, we are very close to that happening because in this cycle, we are also close to the 0.618 extension, just like we were in the previous cycle. So as you can see, in the previous cycle, we did not touch the extension. We just dropped all of the sudden, and that's when the altcoin season started. And we could do a similar thing in this cycle. Now, I don't know if we have topped already in this cycle. Maybe we'll get another high before we drop. But I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to top very, very soon. And by very, very soon, I mean hopefully by the middle of October. Not later than that. If we do not top by the middle of October, then we will most likely have to delay the altcoin season for another 2 months. Which, you know, it would not be the best because altcoins will struggle quite a lot during that time. I mean, they have already been bleeding against Bitcoin for the past 2 years, so we need to cool off on the Bitcoin dominance chart. And if we do cool off on the Bitcoin dominance chart and we get something like we got over here, then Dogecoin will finally be able to actually go in a third wave move to the upside. Now, of course, I could give you a target zone for that third wave, but there's no point in doing that because Dogecoin does not really respect third wave moves. I mean, it does not respect the target zones at all. And if you look at what happened in the previous 2 cycles, I took each all-time high and each bear market low of each cycle, and the chart gave me these Fibonacci retracements. And as you can see, in the first cycle, Dogecoin went above the 4.618 extension of the previous all-time high and the previous bear market low. So it did not care about the 200% extension. It did not care about the 2.618, 3.618. It did not even care about the 4.618. And in the cycle after that, as you can see, it went above the 4.618 level again. And by the way, if you did not understand, this is the 4.618 level of this all-time high right here and the bear market low. So Dogecoin does not really care about resistance levels because this is a meme coin, so this has a lot of potential to just do something like it did over here. And also, isn't it funny how this pump that happened in the previous cycle, this 28,000% pump that happened in the previous cycle, isn't it funny that it happened during the exact same time when Bitcoin dominance was doing this right here? To me, I mean, that's funny. So yeah, that's why I believe Bitcoin dominance is very important. And once Bitcoin dominance begins to drop, I think that's when most altcoins will get an altcoin season. I mean, not only Dogecoin, I mean, most altcoins are currently in a 1-2 setup. So, you know, Dogecoin will not go up on its own, of course. And I'm still expecting Dogecoin to hit like $1 to maybe even $2 in this cycle. Now, if things are more bullish, we could get above the 4.618 level again. I mean, that would put us above $3.23, which, I mean, that's very crazy to think about. I don't know if we will go to that level. Maybe we'll only get to the 3.618 in this cycle or the 2.618. So let me put these on the chart, I guess. But in my opinion, the minimum target for this cycle is $1.16. And we could get like the 2.618 level at $1.85 or the 3.618. So this all depends on the bulls, to be honest, and we'll have to see what happens with this coin. It's holding support levels, it has a nice looking structure, so there's no reason to believe that we will not go up in 2025 and by the end of 2024 as well. So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want us to cover specific altcoins for you. For example, if you are a second tier member for 2 months, we make a personal altcoin analysis for you. So we cover whatever altcoin you want us to cover, and gold members get a personal altcoin analysis each month. And if you want us to cover 2 altcoins for you once a month, then check out the platinum membership. Anyways, that's it. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.